Today we got the pleasure of sitting down with our COO here at Southern Response, Misty Pitts. She plays a huge, vital role in what we do. Misty, thanks for sitting with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Glad to be here.
All right, for those who don't know who you are or what you do here, can you just tell them a little bit about your name, your role?
Yes, my name is Misty Pitts. I'm COO of Southern Response. My role is all things operational, developing people, structure, processes, procedures, et cetera, et cetera.
A lot of et ceteras. What's a little bit of like your path getting here?
I've been in staffing for almost 20 years now. Something that I love and I'm passionate about, leading people, developing people. I think that is definitely my calling.
What explain our track to get here, like how you got on with us.
Do you want the long road or the short road?
Can get lengthy, but just sum it up in detail.
So, of course, I met Lee in 2010. That's how I learned about the Duke family, and he definitely came in like a wrecking ball one day, and we didn't quite like each other at first, but then got to really love each other. And then after he passed away, I felt just a strong pull on my heart to continue to talk to you or at least check on you guys to see how you were doing, if there was anything that I could help do or guide you or, in any way. Then you reached out and how passionate you were about the company and about the business. And after doing multiple, I feel like, Bible lessons together, and after a lot of prayer, I know that God definitely led me here.
I mean, the main reason for you being here, you just feel like it was a God thing?
Absolutely. God led, for sure.
I know we talked a lot beforehand of the Bible studies and stuff, and it was just something that was laid on my heart that I knew I needed help in the business. Me and Tripp, and you were that piece that we missed and we needed here.
Yeah, and I think you guys were the piece that was missing for me as well.
What does your typical day here look?
Typical day is leadership, making sure that, accountability is there for our operational teams, making sure that we have what they need to do what they are supposed to be doing, and then making sure that our clients' needs are met by helping develop the recruiting team, helping with payroll, HR functions, just a little bit of everything, really. Every day is different. So,
what's the most important piece of your role?
I feel that the most important piece of my role is leadership and showing our team that, they also lead people every day, especially the recruiting team. They have people that work for them, essentially. And so just trying to teach them to have a Jesus-minded leadership and having that love and compassion and empathy for people. And
yeah, leadership is one of my main pieces that I wanted to bring in somebody with your experience to learn from, because I was new at it, made a lot of mistakes, did some things right, but a lot of mistakes were made, and you have to make them to grow.
That's
but
right.
Getting you in here to kind of shadow under has been good for me and my leadership as well. What do you enjoy most about being here, or what you do here?
I enjoy our team. I enjoy mentoring. We have a young team for the most part. So just being able to mentor them and lead them to success brings me a lot of joy, just watching them as they take their journey, their career path. It's one of the things that I feel like I really enjoy the most. And also making sure that, your vision is executed. I enjoy that as well. It's a challenge.
Very much so a challenge. I don't know if we have the tech terminology as COO for your role. It's because it's compiled into so many different things. But what's something people may not realize about a COO role, or that you didn't realize coming into this role that you're having to do now?
Hard decisions have to be made every day. I think the biggest components of the COO is a lot of things are on your plate, and you are not only making decisions for yourself, but you're making decisions for others and their career and for the company, and to make sure that we are thriving, to know that, we have jobs here available for not only people that are going out in the field, but we continue to have growth opportunities here for our internal staff as well.
And on the internal staff, so if we go through processes of hiring people in and bringing them in, and culture's super big for us here. Like that's what we push the most. How would you describe our culture that we have now and that we're still, working every day to build? How'd you describe that to somebody that's trying to come on?
The first thing I lead with is we are a faith-based organization. We put God first and at the center of everything that we do. You definitely don't have to be a Christian to work here, but you need to know that, if prayer makes you uncomfortable, or if you don't like talking about God, you will either really start to love it, or you'll go away for sure, because that is what we built this. What we want to build our culture and our foundation is on godly principles.
Yeah, and that's a big piece too that like we feel called to do is to create that environment and to not so much push it on people, but it's a standard that we live by here. And if you want to be part of this team, like you're gonna hear it no matter what.
Of course. I mean, God, he doesn't bust the door down to get you to follow him. He knocks. Yeah. And that's what we want to do too. We want to knock gently, and just make sure that the people that we bring on do align with the culture that we have. That way it's a well-oiled machine.
Let's go to a lighter question. What's your go-to coffee order? Because I know in this industry and in this building, like, we feed off of caffeine and helps us be productive.
I honestly just regular coffee. I don't really have a specialty that I go to. I love coffee, and I could drink it 24 hours a day. No special.
You got to when you don't sleep.
That's right. Yeah.
I wasn't going to ask this one, but we'll see. I think everybody here kind of falls in this category, but who's one person that keeps things interesting around here?
You.
Fair answer. Fair.
Honestly, everybody keeps it interesting. It definitely is never the same day twice.
Yeah, especially with me across the hall.
Absolutely.
What advice would you give somebody? I know I enjoy sitting across the hall from you and soaking everything in, but if somebody's looking to get into a COO role, what advice would you give them? Your story, your background is phenomenal from where you started to where you're at now. So if somebody's wanting to get in that role, what advice would you give them?
I mean, just wherever you are in your career, you want to learn every position so that there are not expectations that you're putting on someone who, or that is just unrealistic. So definitely sit in each seat, so that you are giving realistic expectations to those people. Learn to listen without speaking, being slow to speak, slow to anger, and developing that Christ-like leadership model where you can't go wrong if you're, trying to have the mindset of Jesus every day. And of course, I'm not perfect, and I never will be, and I'm not the perfect leader for sure. But just having that Christ-like leadership is a key component.
Yeah, and coming up in February will be a year that you've been here. I feel like, we had a lot of things you were coming into. We were very transparent coming in, and but obviously, things happen every day. What's one thing, like a big takeaway you've had here this year since being here?
Having hard conversations are necessary, and it is definitely for the greater good and growth of your team. I think that, and having those hard conversations with love and compassion, but still, remaining firm and, and making sure that you're holding people accountable, because accountability is definitely something that Jesus has for us,
And we know you don't sleep. They don't know it yet, but Misty does not sleep.
No.
And we did all our texting, like super early in the morning, 3-4 o'clock in the morning. When you're not getting rested well, or if you just function off that little bit of sleep, going throughout the year and dealing with all the things that come up, how do you stay motivated to come in here every day? Because, conversation we had the other day, we had to come in here and leave everything at the door when we walk in and ensure that we give our team, the best of us. Whatever little slice is left, we had to give the best of that.
Well, the key that has kept me sane is honestly giving my first to God. So when I wake up in the morning, I get my coffee and I get my husband off to work, and then I go directly into my, whatever devotional that I have for the day, get into the Bible, because I definitely want to empty myself of me and fill me with Him and His Spirit, because it would be very, very hard to do if I didn't do that. So I think that, and just my love for people. I love being around everybody here, so coming here motivates me as well. I think too, just having people around. I always say sometimes when people are just too people-y, I'm like, oh gosh, I freak out. But I really just love people. I really do, and I love what we're building here. I believe in it. I believe in the vision that you casted, and just the challenge every day to ensure that we execute that vision.
It's definitely a challenge, and we have a lot of people in our building.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about our culture. It just don't feel like a workplace, like 24/7 in here.
For sure.
It's real people, real leaders that are diving in deep. We get back there with them and work and do stuff with them as well.
I love every component of the business. I started at the front desk. I love that. Sometimes I like to go right back to my roots. If Megan's not here, I love sitting at her desk and answering the phone, and I love every piece of it.
And another key piece is you have to make your bed every day.
Absolutely.
Get you on the right foot.
That does make sure. Even if you don't accomplish anything that day, you accomplish getting up and making your bed.
That's about all I had. That's Misty Pitts, the one behind the scenes making it all happen. So we appreciate you talking with me.
I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity.
If you want to work with people like this, or you want to learn more about what we do, stay tuned. We're going to be dropping more of these episodes and just sitting down and talking and learning from different pieces of our team.